comments.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Escape the Readathon.
He's really excited now. He said that, and he went.
We have a baby that is very excited. If you guys are watching this playback back, let us know what you're reading and what team you're on. If it's not Ghost Tour, I can't promise. Rude, ma'am. I looked up and I was like, your comment is muted or your mic is muted. And I was like,
it was the ghosts. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody that's live, let us know what you're reading.
Hi too, Nora.
What are you guys reading? I don't know what I'm reading. Hi, Nora.
Okay.
I have to do a spin, and I'm terrified of the spin. So, what are you guys
live.
reading? No, I can't cheat live. I don't know if I can screen record while live.
You could record on your camera.
This is true. I could do that. I might do that. I might get y'all to help me decide what I'm reading. Hello. Huh?
I just said I love this.
Oh no, I'm scared. Cassidy, what are you reading?
Undecided between these two, but I probably should be reading Wheel of Time. But that's not happening.
You have 2 weeks.
Not really, because we also have Smut Den in there. And I start wedding season.
Nah, you have week something. Yes, we are.
Nora keeps yelling, but the camera's not facing her. She literally keeps almost throwing my computer off the couch. So I guess she's going to be talking.
Nora, what are you reading?
What are you reading? What? Are you reading that? Oh, sounds good.
What about you, Lexi?
I'm reading the Children of Red Peak by Carter Louis.
Is it any good?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm like 40% in.
Nice. What about you, Kaylee?
I'm reading like my little section of The Last Word. I forgot what the title was for a second. The new Taylor Adams, but that's only 30 pages, and then I'm going to be starting Fireborn, which is exciting.
Oh, I'm sorry for your poor heart for you Fireborn back to back. You might not be okay.
I know. I feel like so emotionally vulnerable for the past couple days, and I really think it's because of Fourth Wing. Not that it's like, I was trying to explain this in my vlog clip. It's not like it's a sad book. It just makes you feel all the emotions. And so like it puts you through that emotional roller coaster. So by the end of it, you just feel like emotionally drained and emotionally fragile. So
Kaylee, I need your camera to be like recording for the last 50 to 30 pages of Fireborn.
okay, I will make sure to do that. I couldn't remember if it was for Fireborn or Fourth Wing because I think you said that before.
Fireborn. I can look and see what chapter it is.
Yeah, because I realized I wasn't doing that for Fourth Wing, but then I was like,
If you could just read the entire book live, I would be very happy.
That'd be great. Camera on.
just put out like a 10-hour video of me just sitting there reading.
Literally.
People do those read with me videos.
Yeah.
So
Mine would be the least aesthetic one, though. It would just be me on my gray couch with my white wall, and that's it.
You can light a candle.
Teddy's there. Teddy will bring in all you need.
Yes.
True.
100%. Right, are you reading tonight or are you doing kiddo things?
Yeah, so once they go to bed, I am reading physically. I'm reading Fourth Wing. And I just love it so much. And then I do have to do work, which I'm listening to Daisy Jones and the Six. So.
Ooh, fun. We've got a lot of good books in here. I'm reading all of your comments, I promise. Ashes. I hope you love it. That one's another one that'll like hit you in the feels. Switch to reading historical gay smut. Well, I'm glad that you, I guess, had a good book. I'm assuming if it was emotional, it was a good book. Partiers. Lots of people reading Last Word. I need to read that, but it's not for a thing for a while. Quit licking your paw. I'm like trying to poke him with the camera. It's not working. Fourth Wing and nothing else sounds good. That's a mood. Silver under Nightfall. Not till the end of the week, right, Lexi?
I think so, yeah. But everybody that was haunted this past week has their videos, so I didn't specifically tell anyone if they weren't haunted.
So if you haven't seen a haunting video, you're not haunted.
Weren't haunted.
Let's go.
Love the Children of Red Peak.
Yep.
Swing
Okay.
Way.
Minutes.
I'll go.
Yes, I did. I finished it like maybe 40 minutes ago now. Freaking loved it so much. It was so fun. I put this in Mel's like Patreon Discord about Fourth Wing, but on my lunch break I read it and then I had 20 minutes left of it and I had to go back to work for like 3 hours. It was brutal. And so I was just thinking about Fourth Wing. And so as soon as like 5 o'clock hit, I literally shut my computer and picked up Fourth Wing right away.
Haley was texting me last night and she's like, I'm gonna read a chapter of Fourth Wing before bed. And then I was like, no. I was like, don't do that. I haven't even read the book. And I was like, don't. And she's like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then it was like, I don't know, 40 minutes later. And I just said, are you still reading? And she's just like, so I'm like, dot.
Learn from me to not do that.
I caught her at the correct time though.
Yeah.
Like somehow I texted her right as she like finished a chapter. So I mean, did you actually stop reading?
Yeah, I did. It was like the good motivation because I was supposed to just read 1 chapter. I read like 3 chapters, and then Lexi texted me calling me out because she knew. But she texted me literally as I was at a new chapter. It's like, I guess this is a sign I should go to sleep and get a full night's rest before the job. But
That's funny. I'm glad that you got a full night's rest, but I hate that for you, that you had to be on the suspense. Wow, words are hard.
yes.
The Stand, good luck. Listening to a nonfiction. Hopefully you can get to one you really want to read. Infinity Gate. Brain was ready to pay attention to it. Now I'm feeling oriented and intrigued. I hope you enjoy. That's definitely a brain needed book. Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. I was waiting on Cassidy to chime in.
I mean, I talk about it all the time, so I just feel like they need other opinions.
No, I've heard it's really bad.
Savage. These are aggressive sprints tonight.
Yeah, every time I do that, I gotta go pulling people in the right places again. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
It's too much work. The Cartographers, I have that, but I have not read it. Had to put Fireborn down. Needed books to get you out of the reading slump. Oh man, I feel like Fireborn was a good one to get me out of a reading slump, but I guess it wouldn't be for everybody. Can you not be licking your paw, please? Oh, still at work, so no reading. Yuck. Well, I'm glad we can help. I'm going to be listening to The Fourth Outlander. Top 10. Buttery Kingdom of the Wicked. Sausage, potato, and veggies. That sounds so good. You always have good food. Time of Contempt. Is that one of the Witcher books? I feel like that's one of the Witcher books. Nice.
It's not too late.
Hello. Yeah, you still can.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. Try and finish the last consolation. Don't know what that is. Haunting video yet, so I'm choosing not to be haunted.
It's just a personal choice if you watch the video or not.
Oh, that's so
Mayfly.
exciting.
This is the one with the creepy cover, right?
Yeah, I hope you love it. I'm so interested in this one. I almost picked it as my pick for like the month that I'm in charge of my book club. But apparently there's a really graphic like essay scene in it, and I was like, I don't want to force people to read that without knowing that. But I personally am very interested in reading it.
Me too.
Also, Katrina's new video today had a portion of my prompt video. So if anyone wants to see that.
Prompt video.
I found his prose to be a little bit dry, but I already knew that because I liked The Girl with All the Gifts, although I find Infinity Gate to be a little bit drier than that one was. Yellow Face, it's ahead on sale 2 weeks early. Wow. Hello. Reading Into the Drowning Deep. I hope you are reading 2 of my favorites. So, Katie, we can be friends. I hope you enjoy. Already up for pre-order. It is. It comes out in November.
Ooh, I want to do that because I'm worried like it's going to be harder to get the special first edition this time around.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank you, Andrea. That's so nice. I did.
She kept saying one more chapter. It is crack. I'm telling you. Crack.
It's funny because like Monica's in like a co-host for my book club. Well, our book club, whatever. And she does read fantasy. And we were like, sorry, but no.
Yes, I did. Sorry, but no. You should try it, Lexi. You never know.
The thing is, it's not that I'm opposed to it. It's casting. It's that I have too many other things that I need to read right now. But I was, if it wasn't so long, I was considering doing like a like super hyped books outside of my comfort zone video. But I just like at the moment don't have time for that.
That's fair.
I feel
But
like
now I have to read it because of Cassidy's reaction.
between the two, and I'm still not confident about this, but between like Serpent and Fourth Wing, I feel like you have more potential to like Serpent just because you loved Hunger Games. And I feel like it has a lot of those vibes. So like the battle scenes are like Hunger Games battles where like, but not like Red Rising type of Hunger, like more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the type of combat that you like, which I don't know. And it's darker too. So there's
I wasn't saying read Fourth Wing. I was saying read fantasy, not Fourth Wing specifically.
No, I have to read all of the ones you guys desperately love so I can hate them and make you watch the video.
Honestly, karma for me. So
it would be really fun just for you to understand like the characters and stuff though. Like anytime we mention one of the character names, it'd be so cool if like you knew who we were talking about. That would be fun.
Sometimes I know if Cassidy did it, like if they were talked about in her Sims video.
True.
One time she was talking about a character, I was like,
Continue that
from
series. Cassidy needs to do that series forever just to educate Lexi on fantasy characters. That way, when we compare characters, Lexi has the knowledge.
I really need to play Sims again. All of us are currently just living in empty houses, so we're probably dead.
Well,
Oh, no.
Kelly's prom video had me cackling.
It's funny.
Good luck. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Catch your videos. Why I don't have a YouTube? It sounded so awkward.
Hard without facial expressions. You sound more awkward.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I haven't gotten to watch it yet.
It's really funny because everyone has a clip, and then I just put book B-roll where Rachel talks because Rachel's is just audio.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Not for the faint of heart. I'm curious now. You have me very curious. Also, Scratch is a really good audiobook. You should listen to it.
Yeah, Monica's fine.
Monica's fine. Monica. Does love Hunger Games. See, that's not fantasy, but dystopian. It's close.
Yeah, but then I've hated all the dystopian I've read recently, so.
I can't help you with them. No, Andrea, we don't want her to read both. That's just too cruel. For us, not for her.
I would really like to have Lexi read Serpent so that I can send her a bookmark and then just use that bookmark.
That's great.
What bookmark?
Yes, it is.
The one I made.
Oh.
I just think it'd be funny. I just couldn't see you holding that bookmark.
That would be funny. I think you should do it. It's always a good time.
It's on KU, right? I think we talked about this before.
Mm-hmm. Do I do a live spin or do we just go into a sprint?
Live spin.
Sprint, right?
A spin.
No.
A
live spin. Spin. S-P-I-N.
Spin.
I was really hoping you would just let me have it. But
Nope.
I mean, I would be shocked if any of us said sprint instead of a spin. What the heck?
I gotta wait. Can you? You can. That's handy. Okay, hang on. I wasn't prepared. I'm scared. I was very scared. Wait. Hold down. Why will you not focus? There we go. Okay. Ready? Shit. Go. This is a really big wheel with a lot of prompts, and that's terrifying. Short book. That could be good, except for what do I read for short book?
Do you
I only read short books.
What do I read for short books?
Oh, you still don't have access to it, do you? I was gonna say you could read the new Fonda Lee.
I literally just returned it to the library. I had it out and I kept waiting on it to come in. Or I kept waiting to get to it and I couldn't get to it. And so I was like, I'll just let whoever needs this have it. Or I would have had it.
The wheel is for Mel's video. None of you have to follow it. But if you want to read a short book, go ahead.
Yes, it is just for my next video. Respin. Can I ignore the spin? Y'all aren't needing the spin. You don't have to worry about the spin. I feel like it has to be less than 300 for me to consider it short.
What's on script that's short? Oh, you could do I know we were talking about doing them. Eric LaRocca.
Ooh, I could do an Eric LaRocca.
That makes me nervous.
Kind of, yeah. I hate that it's 2 horror books back to back because I wanted this one to have lots of variety, but there's not really a lot of like short fantasy that I'm likely to like.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like every genre is hard about short books besides horror for me in terms of like they exist, but it's just like what I want to read for short books, horror, definitely. And so if you don't want to do horror, it makes it hard.
You also do a Prelude to Ashes.
I could.
That one's super short. It would be like so quick and then you could respin almost immediately. Because even like most of it is a touch of light chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll look. I may do that. I'll look. Hello, Claire. I have already read this, plus it's not less than 300 pages.
Oh, I also think that there's a novella thingy in the Daughter of No World series.
But I'm assuming you need to read it kind of like.
I think it's a 0.5 for some reason.
Okay. I've already read this one, and I've read this one. Untethered Skies on script?
Ooh.
If that's the case, that's the winner.
Why are you crying?
Because
So I really want to read that one. Ooh, the audiobook is on script. I said I didn't need an audiobook because I needed to read Wheel of Time, but you know what? I can ignore myself.
exactly.
Rip's been killing it lately. Like they have the new Taylor Adams and Fourth Wing and Untethered Sky with like all big anticipated releases right away. That's freaking cool.
I've read too much.
I think people are really sick of Amazon.
Yeah.
Having a monopoly.
Agreed. My reading vlog for this week is a random spinner wheel chooses my books. And that was the prompt that I got, was a short book. Okay, we should do a sprint because we've been talking for 20 minutes. So let me pull up the timer. I think we're gonna do an hour for the first sprint because I need to shower. And then we'll switch probably into slightly shorter sprints. So I will see you guys in an hour. Hello.
Hi.
I always forget to do this when we're all together.
Hello.
Welcome back. I listened to like 15 minutes of Untethered Sky. It's hard to listen and wash hair at the same time. So
Fair. I read them. I ate dinner and watched Top Chef.
love it. Are you leaving us for the voice later?
Depending on if my dad gets home or not, I will. But he's working late, and we don't really know when to expect him home. So
Gotcha.
depends if he's working late, as in like 7 o'clock, or late as in like 10 o'clock.
That is very late.
Especially because he works at like an hour away from us. So
Oh, jeez. How'd you do, Ray?
Grayson and I read a little bit, and then I really didn't read much because then I went to go do something for another thing, and it's having issues. So
Oh, you're back. I was up here hovering over her comment. Was like, I don't think I clicked on it. I was up here.
Yeah. That's I didn't do anything. So
Fair. You're here for the chatty bit this time, Jade.
I didn't want to miss her hi, so I clicked on it. I was like, "You're probably up top," so I'll click below.
And then I was very confused. I was like, I don't think I tapped that, but yeah. Yeah, this is what Rye has to look forward to.
yeah, I really want to be able to have an e-copy of it too, because I hate that I can't, like, I'm not bringing this in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And so then I like have to start like another, but it's just, yeah, it's annoying.
Wait, Sherry said there was an e-copy somewhere. Didn't she?
She did. Look at it's in the general chat on the Discord.
Right, I'll fucking see.
Claire, finish slang so that we can talk about it.
I need to get to that too.
We're good.
Hoopla has the ebook.
Oh, okay.
Is what Sherry said, at least. So
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I'm glad you can come and hang out. I like Scribd. I use it mostly for audiobooks, and full disclosure, it says unlimited, but it will have to cap you eventually because of the way it's structured, but I quite like it.
me too.
Chinese food for dinner. Yum. Hello again. 10% of last house on Needless Street and you're very confused. Yes, you will be for a while. Just embrace it. It will start to clear up though. Golden Girls Forever. I love that.
Whenever I hear the last house, I just realized that I'm in such the minority in that book. Like people always talk about being confused, and I was like, I'm like, how?
I think the first little bit when you're like in the cat perspective and like that can be a little confusing, like the first 20 or 30 pages. Listen to 100 pages of Last Lies of Arterburn. This is the one that you have not read, right?
The last one, I think.
Yeah. Heist to Jade, 488. Don't know how much I read, but 21 pages left. You can definitely do that.
Ooh, nice.
You know what you did. Oh, yes, I plan to add you as a friend in like 5 minutes. Ate dinner and jumped on. Welcome. 25% of nothing, that is. I thought you said I read 25% of nothing, and I was like, well, impressive. I'll take it. I read nothing, and then right below it. 8 hours left, so really about 4. Hi, Lexi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
You guys, we were almost matching. Both of you were matching, and I swam out of my sweater today. I realized I needed to film, and I was like, I filmed all the vlog clips in this sweater so far. I need to change, even though they're all been on different days.
I feel really
Still have on black though.
Yes.
All right, go put on black.
Mine's
You have to
a
put on
green
stairs
one.
then.
Fine.
What of effort? I have to like roll off my couch to go get it.
Sorry, I was just reading Katie's comment. Fine, I suppose. Taking a break to watch World War Z. That's a good thing to take a break for, but I'm surprised you can do it. I'm surprised you can pull yourself away.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Matt. Welcome.
I saw Clown in a Cornfield. I just read one of my students really likes horror books, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you should read Clown in a Cornfield." I was like, One of my other kids today, one of my classes was reading I'm Glad My Mother Died or whatever. I was like, oh my God, that's such a good book. I'm like, I don't know if I would have you read it, but like, it's a great book. I got all excited.
Jade, sleep time.
No, I'm
Also-
happy. This is back at the time
I
where
was
Jade
about to say, but I'm glad.
has a sleep schedule and she's friends with us again. Not that she was not friends, but we get to see her all the
She can hang out again. Yeah, sleeps. You should just work like second shift, and then you can hang out with us all the time.
time.
I almost texted Becca and was like, "You're actually in a similar time zone to me for the first time." Not that I'm anywhere close to you, but I can pretend.
Yes.
2 chapters. Whew, you must be reading a long one. Started the Storm Singers. Found a podcast. Ooh, always good to find new things. What did you eat? We need to know what you're eating for dinner. Hello, welcome, Carrie. The wheel is now your enemy. Oh no. Okay, wow. Every time I see this title, I'm like, wait, what? And then I remember it's a memoir and I get less confused. Yes. What team are you playing here? I'll adjust my life schedule.
These two down here.
We love it. We love it. Starring Legacy of Ash. Let me know, Carrie, what you think. Between you and Jade, I feel like I can get some good opinions.
Rude, you don't trust my opinion?
I bought the book because of your opinion, so now I need like validating opinions.
Rude.
I'm still scared of it. I need a push, okay?
It's pretty big.
It is big, and it's really not that big of a book in comparison to other stuff. It looks big.
I need to continue that series so badly.
Well, say you're gonna do it, and then maybe I'll pick up the first one so I can catch up with you.
I'm hoping that Jade likes it, and then she'll push me into because they're reading it, obviously on her Patreon. Maybe.
Jade, are you liking it? She wouldn't tell me the other day because she was only like 20 pages in, but now that you're 300 in, I feel like you should tell me if you like it.
I don't know if you're past the slump or if you're in the slump, and that's the nervous part.
Film crew.
Yay.
Order buffalo chicken pizza. Yum. That sounds really good. I need to go grab my water bottle. Yeah, Jade sent me to the bookstore after Art of Prophecy, and I'm scared of it, but also very excited to read it. I had to go to
I unhauled some books during that sprint.
Would you unhaul?
Nice.
I don't remember. It was a lot of books that I had on my 23 to read in 2023 or unhaul. I was like, I'm not going to read these. Like, I'm not going to like Station 11. I don't care how popular it is. I don't like that kind of book. And I've read like 6 of them in the past month, and I'm sick of it. So it's just like mostly random things. That
Did you do the Christina Lauren one?
Yeah, I unhauled that one too.
All of Rising, Annihilation.
Yeah, those were already in the unhauled pile.
She's like, out they go. And the sad thing is, like, when you finish a book and you really wanted to love it and it's really pretty, and then you're like, well, do I keep it because it's pretty, or do I just get rid of it because I didn't like it? Excuse me.
Yeah. I also got rid of Dune because I have that and I'm just never going to read it.
I surprisingly liked Dune. I didn't think I would.
It's on my shelf.
I just feel like it's going to be too dry for me.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah. It's not as dry as I thought it would be, though. It's less dry to me than Hugh Howey was.
Interesting.
And it's written in the 60s, so that surprised me. 21
Don't
days.
try to convince me to keep it.
Audiobook it if you're going to read it. Questionable scenes. Much less overwhelming now. That's good. I will take this as a positive overall.
I like that I told you like my opinion, but also I read this so long ago. I don't even know if I trust my own opinion.
Yeah, I think I bought that book right after we became friends.
Yeah, I read that early on. Yes. Sorry, Jane.
Yeah, I didn't tag her in the video that I read it.
Jade's now leaving Sprints.
I cry.
I didn't like the writing. That was my issue.
I feel like a fair point, though.
Mhm.
Might read my doodle. I vote the doodle.
I wrote, read, Erin, we have a house to escape. Hurry up.
Nessie's direct tonight.
Erin's too drunk to read. Read Legacy of Steel, but still have not read Legacy of Light. Second and third?
You know, at least I finished that. I DNF'd one of Becca's. I didn't tag her either.
You also DNF'd
Oh.
mine, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think I tagged you.
Yeah, you did tag me because that's normal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spice, but not spices and spicy. 10,000 stitches.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like there's a substance called spice
Oh, okay.
in Dune, but it's not like spicy isn't sexy.
Got it.
I was also confused by her comment, and I've seen the movie, so I knew that there was spice.
Yeah, I think that's one where I'm just gonna watch the movie if I ever
The
feel the
movie's
need.
good.
But
The
there's
movie's
not-
only the first half, though. Hardly makes it excusable.
I've DNF'd short books before, so
Lexi is a short book reader, so otherwise you would
Yeah.
never DNF.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
She's not kidding.
You're not.
Yeah. I generally love weird books, but like I just didn't, the writing was not for me. And now I think Born by Jeff Vandermeer.
Mm-hmm. Jade,
And
you
I'm
just read that one.
I'm scared. I'm
Did you
scared.
read it?
Yeah, because I just like, I don't know. It's one that I'll probably try with audio, and like if I don't like it early on, DNF.
I don't know this one. Depending on what team you're on and where you are, you can tell us if you want what your options are, but we don't know what your prompts are. So I feel like maybe that's better for the team chat.
Mm-hmm.
Go do a poll in your team chat.
Mm-hmm. Used to be one of your favorite books. Haven't aged well though. Yeah, I'll agree with that, but I still didn't I thought I was gonna actively dislike it, and I didn't.
I also don't like long books or generally series. So like Dune is just not set up to be a book that I'm gonna love.
It's got things going against it already before you even open
stand
it.
alone. Like I'm never gonna finish that series.
What
it
is it?
itself.
I don't even know why you own it. Like, unhaul it, because why do you own it?
It was someone like it was free. Also, this is good to know. I will just get rid of it.
Lexi's like, and another one on the pile.
I'm like in an unhauling mood. I was like, I should unhaul this. I was like, but actually, I do want to read that. So why am I saying this?
Love that. Oh, but then you have this.
Is the writing the same? Is it the same writing style? Because that was my issue.
What
not
you
the
should do
plot.
is just read the first chapter
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then decide.
but you're also in an unhaul mood, so maybe just kick the fan.
Yeah, like, will you regret if you don't read it? Like, are you going to think about it again
Probably not.
and just unhaul it? Like, literally just unhaul it.
I agree.
This is
Yeah.
funny to me. Dune is not for you.
Yeah, it was. I bought books from Pango from somebody, and they were like, "I'm having this sale, so you can pick any book like for free." And there was literally nothing else that I was interested in, and I was like, "Okay, well, maybe I'll read this at some point." So I got that, but this is interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll try just the first chapter, but I don't know.
Are you talking about trying Dune?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, that was for trying Born by Jeff Vandermeer.
Oh.
But I do own Dune, and I decided to unhaul it.
Kaylee's face was priceless. She was like,
I know Kaylee hates Dune too.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny. That's one book that I liked more than you, Kaylee.
Oh yeah, that is.
I mean, it's a 3-star. It's not like it was a solid love or anything. But
I gave it 2 stars, so I didn't like hate it, but like considering the hype around it, it was like a huge disappointment for me because
Mhm.
I would have loved to be a Dune lover, but yeah, no, 2 stars.
See, I went into it expecting to hate it and was pleasantly surprised because I thought I would absolutely despise it.
It's gonna just sit on my shelf for another 5 years.
Solid. I actually own 2 different copies of Dune because I bought one for Dad because it's one of his favorites, and it was like the Barnes and Noble special edition with the pretty edges, and they sent me 2 because one of them got lost in the mail, so I kept it. And then when the Waterstones purple one came out, I hadn't read it yet, and I was like, I need the Waterstones purple one, and so I bought that one. So I have 2 copies of a book that I gave 3 stars, but I'm keeping them both.
Sad to say though, but your dad's stamp of approval makes me want to unhaul it.
I know. He was like, I'm questioning your taste. And I was like, well, you like boring books. Sorry.
I question his taste all the time. Sorry if you're here, Mel's dad, because I know you have my friends sometimes. I still appreciate you.
He literally told me the other day, he was like, I question your reading taste. I did not. He was like, I think I've read one book off of your entire favorite fantasy TV or favorite fantasy books. And I was like, do I have the bad taste or do you have the bad? Made it 200 pages in, never picked it back up, so it's been unhauled. Fair. Red Dune was absolutely dire, but read it. Messiah is better. Yeah, I have no intention of ever continuing.
Rachel.
You and Dad have more similar taste than he and I do, though. But his favorite series of all time is Malazan, so really he's book twins with Carrie. Teddy, stop. What are you doing? Should we sprint? It's the Malazan love. Yes, I agree with that statement. Although I kind of want to reread Malazan just to be like, did I really hate it? Even though, yeah, I probably did.
I mean, probably.
Even I was like,
I haven't even read it, and I sit here like, I think I hated it.
Aaron made me wonder. Aaron was like talking about it, and I was like, man, do I need to reread that? The answer is no. Yes, Carrie, y'all are book twins. Don't.
Rachel.
It's still sitting on my shelf. Like,
You know what, Rachel? Rude of you to tell her not to, but it is your cup of chaos pick.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that. That's so funny.
Rachel's evil.
Rachel is evil.
In her defense, I did say I want to read it, but I'll never read it without the push. So
This is why
I still try it.
It's why Words of Is it Words of Radiance or Oathbringer? Whichever one you're on is in there.
The second one.
You wanted it. Also,
I do
this is
feel
fair.
like it is as like fantasy booktubers and stuff. It's like nice to try out all of the crazy popular series, just like have the context for when a book is compared to one of the other books. Like that's why, even though I ended up DNFing the Malazan series, I'm like glad I gave it a go. And that's also why I want to try Wheel of Time.
You have the potential like Wheel of Time, I think, better than Malazan.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not short. It's like 28 hours.
no.
No thanks.
I'm with Rachel. That's not that bad.
But it's not short.
The thing about Malazan, though, is that's what we're talking about, right? About the first.
Yes, it feels longer than 28 hours.
It's so dense. Like it is not an easy read. Like there is so much information jam packed into every single freaking sentence, and if you like zone out for 2 seconds, you're screwed. And then so like,
Which is what I did, and then I didn't enjoy any of it because I was like,
I feel like each Malazan page is like equal to 3 regular pages of a book.
Even Aaron read it very slowly, and Aaron is a speedy reader.
Mhm. I do kind of want to reread it though to take my time with it because I was not in the mood for that book when I read it. Like actively not in the mood.
Wait for me to read it, and then if I hate it, don't do it. But if I
Okay.
like it, do it.
If you like it, then it was me, not the book, maybe.
Aaron is my second booktube bestie
Yeah.
equivalent.
Which is why I want to reread it because I'm like, if Aaron liked it, maybe I was just not in the mood for it because I know I wasn't in the mood. I was in a bad mood when I read that book.
That was Cruise Fire time, right?
Somewhere around in there, yes. And all of those books kind of went in a pile of not their fault. I want to read Malazan too. Guess it's going to take you forever. Yeah, that one's definitely one you take your time with. If I reread it, I would annotate it because I feel like that's the kind of series if I continued, I would want it. Plus, then I could just give it to Dad to reread it with all the annotations in it.
Yeah, and like I didn't hate the Malazan books. I gave most of them 3 stars,
Mhm.
but for how much of a time commitment it wasn't worth continuing for 3 stars. Like if they were quicker reads, I think I would have continued on in the series, but dedicating like it was like a
you were
solid
going to read one a month too.
Yeah, and it was like a solid week to 2 weeks of reading it for many, many, many hours every single day, dedicated to a 3-star book. It's like
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm just currently in the Wheel of Time and Lord of the Rings, and I hate both of them. And so I was like, I need to not start another series that has the potential of me to hate that I want to read because I just want to be part of the classic fantasy experience.
Do it after Wheel of Time, whenever that may be.
Lord of the Rings, in theory, should be done first, considering I've read 2 out of the 4 books. But that's been going on for like a year that I've been in the middle of 2 out of the 4 books.
I also did not like Lord of the Rings. I read the first book and was like, I'm good on that.
Imagine taking a class on it, a whole class
Rough.
on Lord of the Rings. Absolutely not.
Buddy
One
reading.
time
If you like this, try this video that's coming out soon. So, and you own the try this book, so maybe don't try it.
I already know what that is. I have a nice, pretty edition of it that's going to sit on my shelves for 4 years, forever. I'm never reading that book, is what I've decided.
I mean, honestly, though, Jade, read the new good stuff.
Yeah, just don't. Like, they're trash. Like,
We're being so controversial right
ugh.
Lord of the Rings, Malazan, Wheel of Time.
Hey, we still have people here. Like, they haven't completely flown the coop yet.
One time I started fighting people over liking Lord of the Rings when I have not read or seen the movies. On sprints. I was on sprints and I was like, no.
I could see you liking Wheel of Time pretty well. I don't think it'll be like a new favorite, but it does remind me of Shadow of What Was Lost, or Shadow of What Was Lost reminds me of Wheel of Time, at least in the beginning. Also need to do this too. So when you get to the last trilogy, find me because I need motivation to
I
read
also
it.
need to do this.
I have not done it. I'm scared of it. Yeah. Y'all are making me want to cry.
These are all Gary's favorite books.
I'm not a
Pretty much
fantasy
I'm
reader,
leaving.
so
I will
don't know
never read them.
what
I
it
have
is.
no desire. I will never.
We should probably sprint before everyone cries and leaves.
Yeah.
You know, 2 towers. Stick to the movies. Need to start Hob. Hob is slow, but I like Hob. Out of the classic ones that I've read, that one, she's my favorite.
It's a dedication. It's so long, like all of the different things.
If I went back and reread Farseer, though, I think it would get a lot less stars from me now.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, so I've never continued on. I tried the whole trilogy because I was trying so hard to like it, but
Please read Live Ships, though, because it's
yeah.
Live
I
Ships
will.
is good.
I
Rain
had-
Wilds, not so great.
Yeah, I had no desire to read live ships until like becoming friends with you, and now I want to read live ships. But even if I like live ships, I'm still not gonna read
Yeah,
them.
don't continue. I have an unpopular opinion where I still like Rain Wilds better than any of the Fitz books, but I hate Fitz. So even though Fitz books all have 5 stars from me, and I need to go back and change that because that's not right. Like my thoughts on them are so bad. I hate Fitz.
Live Ships is incredible. Live Ships is good. Live Ships has
I'm
a
lost.
character that I hate so much. I'm not a book thrower, and I nearly threw the book across the room. And that's a feat because I read very apathetically. So if you made me hate him that much, impressive.
I already felt that way about some characters in the first trilogy. And that's not why I dislike the first trilogy, but just the fact that like you're pinpointing someone in the Live Ships trilogy of that must mean they're so bad.
They're horrible. Angry
I don't
cried.
have these feelings, interestingly.
And it's not the girl. The girl's annoying, but that's not who I'm talking about.
I'm guessing it's Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't remember their names now. Yeah. Let's say not the other one. Really need to start Ship of Magic. You do. We should sprint.
Also, I'd like to say that I'm in the basement, but somehow the sun is blinding me.
I was fixed to say, don't you have a basement?
I have the smallest window. Like, oh god, you can't even see it. It's like the
Is
sun.
that the sun? The sun is in your
It looks
basement.
like the sun is in your room.
Like the smallest window, and yet somehow the sun is so bright right now. I can barely see.
You need a blind. 15-minute sprint.
Carly's gonna shoot her shot every time for this 15-minute sprint.
We're still trying.
Carly, you just gotta come back for Smut Den. There's 15-minute sprints in Smut Den.
Mm-hmm. The wheel. I did have a 45 pulled up, but we could do a shorter one.
No, I have to finish Top Chef. So please do 40.
Okay.
You're welcome. Glowing, like
You are glowing. Smutden, you say. I told them what you're doing.
Stop. Do not do this. I repeat.
But it'll be entertaining. It'll be bad.
That's the worst book I've ever read.
Which book was it?
Her Soul to Take.
Oh, yeah, you didn't like that book.
No.
Worst book I've ever read.
Sorry for the
That's
late
saying
response.
something.
Yeah.
It's not a good book. I don't know why I gave it the star rating that I did. I think I was like possessed by a blue alien.
Oh, that's another book that you liked more than me, Mel. There are a couple.
I still wouldn't say that I liked it a lot. Making you want to do it more.
Wait, did I like Ice Planet Barbarians more than you?
Uh-huh. You liked it more than
wait.
me. I don't know about Kaylee.
Are you talking about Ice Planet? I thought you were talking about her.
Oh,
Soul.
Her Soul to Take. Yeah,
Mhm.
I liked more.
I like Ice Planet Barbarians. I think
what
that's
saying. I think I was possessed by the blue alien when I said it. I liked her.
I agree.
Yeah, but Jade, I can see why you liked Lycanius. Like, it's a very me reason for not liking it, because I don't like time travel.
15 minutes.
Her Soul to Take is just brutally smut, but also I would like your reaction to the piercing scene. So you better be when the piercing scene happens.
I love DNF. Hello, welcome.
Thank you for your recognition.
SBO Judge and Company.
It's the SBFBO judge and her minions.
Okay, like, but I'm gonna be annoying. Can we sprint? I can't see shit.
Yes, we can sprint. Hang on, let me fix the timer. I said I had the timer fixed. I didn't.
Half your face is glowing and half it's dark, like this whole patch of like lights.
Okay, we'll sprint so Cassidy, hopefully the sun will go down.
I hope so.
How did everyone do on that sprint? I read a little bit of my book, and didn't really do a whole lot of anything else. So
That's good. That's what sprints are for.
yeah, it wasn't enough of the book in a 40-minute sprint, but good enough, I guess.
I meant sprints are for doing nothing.
Oh.
I read 6 pages, but I would like to say that most of these are maps. So I think I read 1, 2, that's a cover page, 3 pages of writing, and most of those are half not writing.
Nice.
It's 3 whole pages.
Of Top Chef 2, which was like 15 minutes.
It was productive.
I filmed a bunch of B-roll too. So.
I was mostly talking to Michelle, and then I read like less than 10 pages of this book.
We were all so productive.
I was doing some readathon stuff as well towards the end, but like literally only the last 5 minutes.
I read 33 pages.
There you go. Someone did it.
Initial thoughts, if you want to say them, I guess. If you don't.
Yeah. I'm like not in love with it just yet, but I'm also not like disliking it or anything. I feel like I'm just like need to keep
It took me a minute.
Yeah, I'm like I'm intrigued. But I this is like a stupid complaint and it's not going to impact my enjoyment of the book, but for some reason the names are annoying me and I'll get past it in a couple pages, but like Duck and Power and I don't like the names. I think they're stupid.
You said Duck?
One of the characters is named Duck.
Isn't that short for something though?
I don't think
it doesn't matter.
But Power is.
Power is,
and
yeah.
Like Rock is a character's name, and they're just like
Rock is a pretty common fantasy name, I feel like though.
I don't know. Maybe it's the combination of all of them together, but
I do think the names are explained later on for some reason, but I also was like, what kind of name is Duck?
Yeah, and they're all similar. So like it's doing well in that it's setting up like a culture behind the names because like obviously this is a world where these type of names, they're all really short names, you know, with like simple names. But it's still like it's hard for me to get invested in a battle when it's like Duck versus Rock. And I'm like, okay.
Fair. What annoyed me was Power and Powler.
Yes.
The dragon's name and Power. And I'm like, what?
I was so confused watching your video, Mel, and I was like, who the heck calls Annie Antigone? Her name is
Antigone?
And you called her Antigone, and I was like, I feel like I've never heard anyone reference her that way, which it's her name, but
I don't remember saying that. I believe you. I just don't remember saying it.
I was like, I don't really even remember that name half the time, so props to you.
I think it depended on like what she was doing. Like I feel like we had Annie and then we had Antigone, you know?
Yeah, the names really do come to play in the book, like like her name specifically. So I don't remember if anything is said about Duck or not. But I also thought that was a stupid fucking name.
It is. I forgot about Rock half the time too.
Once I like get to know the characters more, I feel like it won't be an issue. But since I'm being introduced to everyone and it's like all these names, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. But yeah, once like the name means something more than just being a word at first for me, you know, it'll click in.
I think you'll like it. I hope you'll like it. We'll see.
If she doesn't, I'm unfriending her. Like, no joke.
Fair.
No chill. Bye, Kaylee.
No more spits for you.
I'm just kidding. Kind of.
2 out of 3 is good, Nikki. Kind of. Watching World War Z, next year a copy of Fourth Wing, getting the buzz off the sprayed edges. I swear they have crack in them. I swear. Read 40 pages? Jade, you're crushing it.
I feel like that book does not read fast either.
It's solid. Good chunk of Gardens in the Moon. Nice. 14 pages. Took the dogs for a walk. That's what I should have done, but it's dark now, and I don't walk outside when it's dark. An axe murderer might get me. Watched too much Criminal Minds to go walking around at night with no street lamps. 6 pages. Well, we're gonna do another sprint, so you can definitely finish it. Audio of that, but feeling I want to annotate it. Yeah, I will. I really wish I had annotated that series. Finished your first book of the month. Well, I'm glad you finally, hopefully, got out of the slump. River of Silver. Are you liking River of Silver? Hello, Deb. Hello, Rebecca. 50 pages. Only swears and bird puns. What the heck is a bird pun? Book character has Fireborn by Rosie Armanda.
Yeah, it's based on Plato's Republic too, so names also could be familiar from there.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like bedtime. Go to bed.
Even I will let you go to bed.
And that's saying something, because Cassidy won't let anybody go to bed.
I think I let everyone go to bed but you.
Fair.
Actually, sometimes Rachel.
Sometimes Rachel, but it depends on your mood whether you'll allow Rachel to go to bed or not.
7 o'clock, it just feels like you can't go to bed yet.
It's not 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but normally it is for Rachel when she wants to go to bed. Is what I'm saying.
That's fair. Although I haven't seen her since we came back, so maybe Rachel is asleep. Good night.
Good night.
To call file as you go. Suggested friend try Fourth Wing, but she has the arc without the crack edges, so now you're worried. The arcs are pretty though.
Hopefully the pages were sprayed, just in general.
I feel like the arc to Fourth Wing is going to be something that a lot of people really badly want for
I've
collecting.
already seen like trade posts for it.
Arcs are super cool too. Like there's different ones. I really
Ooh.
like how they did them. You can
That's
get like
cool.
different quadrants.
That's really cool. I
Ooh.
haven't seen them at all.
Congrats, Carly.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, awesome that you got into
That's-
grad school. How do you feel about the 10,000 miles?
Yeah. Is that the only one you applied to?
She applied to 2, I think,
Mm.
but 1 was later. For some reason, I remember this conversation.
I do not know.
Watch me pulling this out of my ass.
Or
I'm like, I only.
just having a really good memory. You never know. I keep like sliding down in this chair. It's not comfy. Don't recommend.
Or maybe it was the same school but second term. I think that's what it was. She applied
That
to
sounds familiar.
the next term.
Yeah. We need details.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the comment.
Good night, Jade. I was not paying attention. My brain was not comprehending that until I saw all the good nights, Jade, and I was like, wait, what?
What? Come again?
Yes. 1 but different semesters in case I can't get the visa in time.
Got it.
Wait, Carly,
Wait, where are you going?
go and like catch the reptiles? Does that mean you're gonna like have to learn about all different reptiles? Because I'm assuming it's like different species that you're gonna be like working with over there.
And where are you going? That sounds cool.
I feel like Australia would be the place to go for all these weird critters you're into.
Fourth Wing is your second 5-star read at 41 books. Yes, I have pre-ordered it as well.
I should do this.
Country I've always wanted to go to, but it's also scary. You're gonna crush it. It's gonna be awesome. It is Australia.
I was like with like the whole thing. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Congratulations.
hard
Very cool.
for lizard stuff. That's
Where
awesome.
everything can kill you. It's true. I can see how you would be used to that with Florida.
Yeah, Florida is the Australia of America.
Yeah.
I remember when it got really, really cold here, there was a post on some social media that I was following, and it was from a guy in Florida, and he said, watch for the falling iguanas, because when it gets to a certain temperature, they basically like flash freeze. It doesn't kill them, but they just fall out of the tree and they'll land on your head.
Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh.
So it doesn't kill them. Like when they warm up, they'll just run back up the tree, but it's like raining iguanas.
literally just watched a TikTok, and these girls were like floating down a river, and all of a sudden there's a fucking alligator.
I saw that one too.
And all the comments, like everyone else, half the comments are like, "Why aren't you freaking out about this alligator? Like, why are you so calm?" And half the other people are like, "It's fucking Florida, man." Like,
The iguana thing is true. I was wondering. I thought it might be because it seemed reputable, but also I'm glad it's confirmed.
Yeah. When do you go, Carly? In the fall? Or do they start earlier?
Spiders as big as your head in Australia. I feel like there are, as well as like
Yes.
crabs that are
they're definitely
at least the size of my computer.
Yeah, I've seen, and those spiders are like common too, at least according to Australians on TikTok. I feel like they always say like how like each year you're gonna get a couple of those like giant spiders in your house.
No. One of those things is in my house, and the house is getting burned. Like, and I'm not even scared of spiders. Not like that.
when I went backpacking, they all made fun of us every time we freak out about the spiders. They're like, "That's a small one," and we're like, "That's a small one." But honestly, I learned really quickly while I was there. I preferred the big ones because at least I saw them. Like I could track their movements the entire time. It's the small ones that are scary. Like you can, there's like cracks in your doors there too, because like everything is like kind of open, or like the windows have like holes in them. And I was like, I can find a big spider quite easily. So like that's okay. But the little ones
that are also poisonous.
I flushed that toilet every single time before I sat down. Like, no shit in heck. Like, was I?
Couldn't there be like a snake come out of the toilet too, though? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Always flush. Flush. Look. Make sure you're good before you sit your booty down.
One of the other problems about being a girl.
You know what? Nick made fun of me, and I said to him, I was like, "Watch next time you pee, and a snake comes going for your wee wee, and you're gonna be crying to me about how you didn't flush the toilet first."
Wait, did that happen?
No, but also
Dang
he's sitting down like, I want to say a weirdo, but it also makes your toilet cleaner, so it's really nice.
Yeah,
there's not as much splashing. But I was like, that's even worse though, because you're sitting down, you can't see it coming for you.
Wait, is that a common thing where you live, Cass?
No, when I went backpacking, there's nothing.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing scary in Canada.
Well, there's bears and stuff, I guess, and mountains.
Bears coming out of your toilet now.
Oh, this is terrifying.
I'm just picturing like a claw or a big paw coming out.
Okay, I actually have this fear because, let me tell you, we have an outhouse at Nick's cabin, and I have to take my phone and look in the outhouse first because it happened in Alaska, but somebody got bit by a bear in an outhouse because it was warm in the outhouse, and so the bear snuck down there for the warmth because it was really cold, and then it bit them.
Ew.
And now I'm terrified of outhouses that are like into the wild. So I always have to take my phone and like do a good search. Sometimes I'll like drop and walk down there because I'm so scared.
I thought I was just making a joke. But this is a real thing.
A bear.
I think like you would have like the chances of that happening are so slim. Like this poor girl, like, but it happened to someone. So now I'm terrified of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is terrifying too.
Wait,
Lizzies.
Can you imagine? Okay.
So many new toilet fears unlocked.
You will never look at a toilet the same ever again.
I just feel like, one, you have to like really have some feelings to like kill somebody, but then to want them dead so badly that you're gonna get in a like an outhouse toilet.
Yeah, that's
like that's extreme. What did you do to that person?
They never saw it coming though.
True.
Yep.
I guess it was just a really shitty way to go.
Mel.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I was like, should I say this? I'm gonna say it.
You guys are just still
to say.
That's because how do we move on from assassinations in the outhouse? When my sister was little, she gave herself swirlies for fun. Like she'd
Excuse me, what?
she'd come out into the living room and her head would just be soaking wet, and my parents would be like, "Were you giving yourself swirlies again?" And she yes. She would just stick her head in the toilet and flush it.
Why?
Just because she thought it was fun.
Your sister's gonna watch these back at some point and be like, thanks, guys.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sorry for what you walked in on.
Yeah, you did say that so casually.
Yeah. Oh, means we should sprint.
It was normal in our household. She did it all the time. Like
She was her own bully.
at least she didn't do it to me. So
How many times did she get pink eye? Like a million times.
No, Kaylee, no.
God, this is good. Make me cry more because this thing is still not out of my eyeball.
Oh no.
It'll make you cry or laugh so hard that you cry, and it'll just wash it out.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
I was hungry for dinner.
Oops. My sister was a person. She used to just like go sign her name, like sign my name on things, like things that I did bad. She'd like draw on the wall, and she'd be like, "The baby did it." I wasn't born yet. I was in my mother. And she'd be like, "The baby did it." She'd be like,
ruthless sister.
she'd spell my name and spell it wrong. Like,
As
Ruthless.
if you would sign your name in the first place too, like even if it was possible for you to have done that.
Heck?
I don't understand a lot of things about this.
What is this comment?
my cousin used to keep food for later in her cheeks. After dinner, she'd be choosing something like 4 hours later, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?" And she just have chubby cheeks full of like chewed up food.
I thought she meant her butt cheeks. It's my bad.
You meant her butt cheeks too.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and then you were like,
Iconic.
Doing it hamster style is a little bit better, I guess.
Just a little bit less disturbing. Oh my gosh. Good old butt crack notches.
I just
Now I hear these kinds of stories and nah, I'm good being an only child.
It's great.
Yes, like a hamster. Oh my gosh.
I'm still
How did the nachos happen?
Did they fart? Did you cook them? Gas?
No conversation. I like what
No.
sort of it, like what conversation?
Yeah, how do you get to that point of
Ugh. My
becoming a
brother and his
thing?
friends did some really stupid stuff, but I don't think it was quite that bad.
My sister did some funny things. Once I came home with my friend, and they pretended that someone died in our kitchen, and they scarred my friend for life. Our brothers ended up coming over threatening to beat my sister up, and my sister was just like, "What the fuck are you guys gonna do about it?" Like, it's so tiny.
Seems so normal now.
And told their parents, and I was like, "You guys are the ones threatening to beat her up."
I thought that my brother was mean to me. He used to he would like learn coding stuff, and he would be in his room and he would hack into my computer and just start taking over, and I couldn't do anything about it because he was like 4 rooms away. And I was like, stop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my sister's roommate. Like you hear these stories, but my sister's roommate, her brothers. She's like the youngest girl, and there's 2 older brothers. They duct taped her and put her in the closet for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that is something that my cousins did.
They were talking about his adults the other day, and Chelsea was like, "I can't believe you did that to me." And he goes, "But you got to think that you deserved it, right?" I didn't. You
My cousins used to do the thing where they would duct tape my brother to the wall, like up in the air on the wall.
Oh my god, that's psycho.
How did they get him to stay still long enough to do that?
My cousins are a lot older.
Okay.
My dad is the youngest of 6, and like his oldest brother is like, it's almost a 20-year difference.
That makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Those bullies.
Yes.
Family. Nick's younger brother is the youngest by like quite a bit. And they used to all lay on the ground with like they had things in their hands, and they'd tell Dustin that if he wanted to be in the Olympics one day, he had to try to run over across all of them. And there was like 10 of them just sitting there with things in their hand, just hitting him with things as he tried to run across them, and then he'd make him do it again and again and again and again. And some of these people were like 20 when he was like 7.
Oh my god.
Also, my sister hit someone with a frying pan because they fell asleep.
So you're the good child, is what you're saying.
I was
You're just not sharing your own stories. That's the thing.
I was the good child as a kid, and then like we got into our teenage years, and my sister didn't really party, and I threw parties all the time. So like I made up for it later when my parents would come home and be like, "Stop fucking messing up our house and breaking things," and I'd be like,
Very.
But
childhood trauma.
also the person she hit with a frying pan deserved it.
Well, I mean,
And it's our parents' own fault. They were out drinking in the garage and left all of us kids unsupervised in the basement.
you come for the reading, you stay for the toilet, the frying pan stories. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to go into a sprint after that.
These are the times that I'm concerned whenever random family members are like, "Oh yeah, I watch your sprints."
But the
The bar wasn't set too high, clearly.
Also, he did not go to the Olympics, but then he became a jiu-jitsu like master, so that he could beat them all up. So Claire's
Okay. Is this Claire keeping us on track like we asked her to?
I can't read after this though. Like my adrenaline is pumping.
This is where I go watch YouTube.
Maybe I need to go give myself a swirly to calm down.
If Cassidy comes back with wet hair, we'll all know why.
No, but I actually need to shower.
We're gonna do a short recovery sprint. We're gonna do like 35 minutes. We're gonna recover, and I will see you guys in 35. Wrong bed. Hello. I did not read. I know no one is shocked, but I did talk to David. And apparently he was losing at pickleball. And I kind of feel like pickleball is an old man sport, but okay.
It is.
I told him that. I was like, you sound like a 80-year-old man, but cool. Did you
I
decide?
see Cass had her swirly.
She did have her swirly.
I did. It was relaxing and warm.
If you think about that, it's really gross.
It's nasty. It's not like she was cleaning the toilets before her swirlies either. So like,
Ew.
Yeah, Cass at least just cleaned the toilet first.
yeah, scrubbed it nice and clean.
You can go to Nick's house. If you scrub the toilet like you did the shower, you'll be golden.
Yeah, he does like things clean.
Did you decide to annotate your book?
I am, but I'm struggling with highlighters so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think I may just underline.
I'm thinking about going back to like just like the bright colored ones because they worked well. Where like I feel like so many of these colors blend together too much for me, or like too dark.
Yeah, highlighters are tricky. I still don't love the ones that I recently got, but they're better.
Yeah, I don't really care like what bothers you. It doesn't bother me at all. So
Yeah.
like I don't care if I can see it in the back when I'm reading. It doesn't bother, like my eyes barely even notice it.
As long as it's not a lot, it doesn't bother me, but the midliners were actually like bleeding through.
Yeah. But I want them to be pretty colors, but at the same time look enough different that I can tell what highlighter color it is. And it's angering me.
Carly also had a swirly in that sprint.
Good job, Swirly Twins.
How'd you do, Lexi?
I was just doing some Readathon stuff.
Productive. Got final kid to bed. Nice. Don't know how much you read, but it was a spicy scene. What are you reading, Courtney? 6 pages. Good night. Managed 20 pages of Ninth House. About 2 hours left. Awesome. That probably was our last sprint since I have to do the sad girl work thing tomorrow. I know. But you have sprints all week. So all the sprints. It's in the Discord. I think Michelle tomorrow daytime.
And then the ghost sprints. So me, Bree, and Ashley are tomorrow night on my channel.
That'll be fun.
But obviously everyone is welcome to be there.
That would be fun.
Or it would just be the 3 of us.
I feel like you could have fun just the 3 of you though.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a party.
But everyone is welcome.
Started Yellowface. She definitely has very like different styles. I don't know that I personally am interested in Yellowface, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, sad girl work.
That's for sure.
What'd you say?
I will not be reading that one, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think Poppy War may have been my only one from her. Just because of the like more lit fic style she's going into.
If she comes back into like the world of epic fantasy, I'm 100% on board. But for what she's doing right now, it's just not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. You're special.
I love that.
They're going to be
so
very
fun.
good for you though.
Yes, that's exciting.
Only read Poppy War. Yes, of course. I don't know why I got like really tired in that sprint.
I did too.
Like I had a swirly and I'm ready for life.
Maybe I need a swirly. Already washed my hair though, so can't swirly now.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it's like no, it takes too long to dry, and nope.
Yeah, my hair's just gonna.
You have to use the blow dryer to get it dry in the next century. No.
I don't have that problem.
I
Mine'll
wish
be
I had
10 minutes.
No, like 4 hours later if I'm lucky. And then it dries into like this frizzy, half curled, half straight disaster thing. Yeah. I'm lucky in that my hair will stay fixed for the most part once it's fixed, but I'm not fixing it. Not an option. Yes, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Okay, so I think that we will wrap these up here. But again, tomorrow at 12 Eastern, I think, or around that time, Michelle from Michelle's Library is doing sprints. And then Lexi's channel tomorrow night. If you want to know what all sprints are happening throughout the week, then they are in the Discord. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with us. I hope that you were entertained by the swirly stories. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.